Hello ageless beauties, welcome back to my channel. I am Nikki Kane and this is Unlet Yourself Go. If this is your first time, welcome. Please subscribe, just do it now. Trust me, you're gonna love the channel. This is the channel where you learn to unlet yourself go and gain back all the youth, beauty, and health that you may have lost over time or situations, and it's all regainable. And here's where you learn how to do so. We also cover things like lifestyle and work for an overall unlet go life. Today is video number 3 of a series I'm doing, which is to lose 20 pounds in 21 days. And it is a fail-proof, awesome method. It's really part of an entire health protocol, which is my self-reset protocol. But the beauty of the protocol is so healthy and so outstanding that the first portion of it is that you will shed 20 pounds of toxic or excess fat in only 21 days. If you haven't seen video number 1 and 2, video number 1 is here. And video number 2 is here. Check those out and then come back to this one. Guys, it is so late. I know I look tired. I've been doing them late. I want to make sure I get them to you. I will get them to you. That's an absolute positive. But it's super late and I'm sorry that I'm tired. Kind of bear with me because I want to get to step 3. Step 1 was pretty simple. Step 2 was pretty simple. Step 3 is a little more involved and here's where you have to start to be really strategic about what you're eating. Step 3 is starting tomorrow. No nonsense with your eating. This is the way you're going to lose the 20 pounds in the 21 days. So today I lost, not today, but since I started, which I actually started 3 days ago, because I started the day that I actually made the video. So it was like the whole day that I made video number 1, then the whole day and I made video number 2, and then the whole day and I'm making video number 3. So mine was really 3 days ago, and I lost a pound, like really just shy of 2 pounds. And that's because we just start. When we just start and there's like a slight blush and then we start alkalizing, like in the videos you find, you know, it just starts to kind of take away some of the water weight a little bit, but you're gonna see a catalyzing weight after about 3 days. Then you're gonna see that bad boy really pop off, and it's gonna be an average of 1 to 2 pounds a day. So you're gonna love this walk. This is the part where you do not wanna mess up. And you need to keep it super simple. I opened up a group. I spoke about the group in full in videos number 1 and 2. So you're gonna get that information when you go see those videos. And if you put I'm in the comment section, I will invite you into the group. I'm not gonna post a link yet. It's really just started and it's slightly in a way exclusive, and that's for a reason. I just kind of want to fill it up with the people that are interested in it, lucky enough to get early in the beginning, because it is a membership, but at this point, it's like kind of one of those memberships that you never want to miss. You know, it's get in early and you feel so like, damn, I'm so glad I got in at this point. That's the stage that we're at now. So I'm not posting the link, but if you put I'm in the comments, I will invite you in. So today, what I need you to do starting tomorrow, again, watch the videos because you have to drink your at least 40 ounces of clean water. And I have people, I do want to mention something. I have people going crazy because I said do not drink the tap water. Now, I grew up in New York City, okay? I was born in Brooklyn, I grew up in Brooklyn, I raised my kids in Staten Island. I never left the 5 boroughs of New York City pretty much all my life until I moved to Washington for a little while and then Hawaii. But my entire youth and young adult life was spent in the 5 boroughs of New York City. And when I say tap water, I'm really talking about municipal water, and that's municipal water everywhere. New York City's municipal water is probably superior to the municipal water here in South Carolina where I am now. But some people got into a frenzy because I said tap water. That's what we call it. It's pretty general, tap water. Nothing's wrong with my tap water. It comes from a well. Please calm down. I am trying to help. So if you disagree with something I'm saying, try not to get mad and try not to take it personal. I didn't say I'm going to take a stab at Joe and I'm going to take a stab at Susan and talk about, you know, what's going on with their water. I'm trying to be helpful. Most of the time, if the water is coming from the tap, especially municipal water, it is full of chemicals and things, hormone disrupting chemicals at that, and viruses and bacteria, and it is not healthy. Trying to help you out. And even if it comes from the well, if you do not have a really good filtration system, it's not good for your body. So try not to take things in a way where I'm, judging or attacking, because I never am. I am telling you what I know from my experience, what I know from, a lot of studies and research. None of it is a personal attack. Like if I say I want to be slim, do not take that as an attack to say that, oh, if somebody chooses to not be slim, they're in the wrong. Not at all. This is helpful. You can allow it to help, or you can say, all right, well, I'll leave it, and I'm going to love you anyway. So I wanted to clear that up, because I am going to generally say tap water, and I don't want anybody to get mad. What I mean is dirty municipal water. It is really important that you have really well filtrated water, because there are a lot of viruses and hormone disrupting chemicals in municipal water. So, and I said, this is not going to be a long video tonight. It's pretty simple, but it's really important. It's an important step. That's going to be what you eat. Now, a full list of what you eat is in the group. Put I'm in, and I will invite you into the group, and you can get that list. But let's simplify it here. You are going to eat only one very simple set of sugars during this next 3 weeks, and that is berries. That's it for the most part. Some things are going to have a little bit of carb content, as I tell you. But when we're talking about sugars, the only sugars you're going to eat are berries. And that's when you get a craving. Blackberries and strawberries. Blueberries, not so much, because they have a much larger glycemic index and a much larger glycemic load. So you really don't want to do blueberries, not for this first 3 weeks. Let's stick to blackberries and let's stick to strawberries. Everything else is going to be very high in fat, very high in protein, and then a whole lot of green vegetables and some red and yellow vegetables. So as an example, some tomato, yellow peppers, squash. That's where we're gonna go. Super duper simple, but so important, you will not believe it. Our stage right now is we are gonna convert burning any energy in our bodies from any sugar whatsoever to burning away the toxic fat. Now, oh, Nikki, yay, I know this is the ketogenic diet. Almost. We are going to go into ketosis. That's really important. However, unlike the ketogenic diet, don't eat anything garbage. Don't eat anything labeled keto. Don't eat anything at this point other than protein, healthy fat, green, yellow, and red vegetables, and some berries. You can do this. 3 weeks of eating like a nice yummy fat steak and some broccoli and cheese and dairy. My apologies, also dairy, right? That is going to be delicious. You're going to love it, okay? And it's really simple, and I'm gonna add some elements tomorrow to, spice up the health version, because like I said, even though you're gonna lose weight, magically on this thing, it really is a health protocol. So we are gonna add really important elements of health that's going to further help to shed the weight and keep you super healthy and build a nice strong system that will lead to the health and the beauty, but also lead to making sure that the weight stays off. So fat annihilators, basically. Toxic fat and pathogen annihilators. So that's what we're gonna get to very soon. But to start, promise me you can do something super simple. We are grown-ups. I'm gonna beg you, do not argue about preference. We're so spoiled with preference that when we need to take something really seriously for a great benefit, we tend to have that preference, that choice step in our way. Let's keep it simple. Every single morning, and in the group I want you to post a picture. Every single morning, make an egg breakfast or a cheese plate breakfast. So eggs are so important. I hope you like eggs. The protein content in eggs is, it's just so rich and it's so excellent and it's so good for you. And you're gonna prepare it in organic butter. And I didn't say this, but did I have to? everything organic. Everything organic. The butter, the eggs, the oil, the cheese, the milk, the greens, the strawberries, the blackberries, the meat. Sometimes it can't always be organic, but wild caught fish or grass-fed organic beef, or a pig is a lot harder if you eat pork. But make sure that it is, if you can't find organic pork, make sure it's humanly raised and just taken care of. It's not a sick animal. Organic chickens. You do not want the chickens that eat the GMO corn. So make sure it's organic chickens. There's certain foods that you really can't afford to eat ever conventional. Strawberries is one of them. I will post the foods that you cannot ever afford to eat if it's not organic in the group. There are other fruit and foods that you can eat because not even the pesticides and toxins seep into the food when they're grown conventionally, like an avocado. But really easy. Every single breakfast is going to be eggs and a veggie or an additional fat or a few small pieces of fruit, a few berries. As for nuts, I would like you to stay away from nuts for now. I really want to keep it super easy. I'll be doing the walk with you, and I'll post the photos in the group to show you what I'm doing. I have to catch up. I got to post quite a few photos in there now. It's been long. Real estate has been popping, but people are still buying houses like hotcakes. And I'm tired, but I love to bring this. And by the way, if you're interested in real estate, just check out my other channel here, Nikki King Lifestyle. It's for real estate and lifestyle, and that's also some great tips on living well, because that's my why in life, to live to the absolute, best life possible, including the wealth, the health, the beauty, the never aging, and then just living well all together. Okay, sorry I'm so tired. Let's get back to the food. Breakfast, eggs, and make them and show me. I want to see it. Omelet, scrambled, over easy, sunny side up, fried, boiled, soft boiled. Any way you want the eggs, make them in the morning. Have them with cucumber or spinach if you're making a Florentine, or some blocks of cheese or a few berries. Get creative. I'd love to see it. Keep it that simple. Always make it with organic butter. I hope you know this already. Never eat margarine. I'm using never. Nobody get mad at me. Margarine is so bad for you, it's not even funny. Organic butter. And I'm going to show you in the group, and maybe in a clip video tomorrow, or short or something, how to make the perfect coconut butter for your cooking. Really delish. Okay, then during the day, when you're on this diet, you may get super hungry. Every time you're hungry, eat something, but make sure it's protein and fat. And protein and fat, they balance each other out. So when you buy chicken, don't buy chicken with the fat gone. Leave the fat intact. When you buy steak, don't cut off the fat. Leave the fat intact. Buy the healthy animal. Leave the fat intact. It helps to synthesize each other so that it's digested well, so you don't have anything sitting in your stomach. So make sure that you're leaving everything intact. That's why I don't like isolates. Everything is together for a reason. That's why they're there. Eat the fruit with the skin. Eat the animal with the fat. Eat the egg with the yolk. Keep everything together and whole. And you are going to see how slim and healthy you get so fast. For lunch, and I said that to say about the snacking. If you're hungry, cucumbers and cheese, meatballs and tomatoes. That's one of my favorites. So I do sausage and tomatoes. You could do some soup, but really a broth. You want to keep it to a broth, and we'll discuss the importance of bone broth tomorrow and put that in. And then for lunch, I really want you to do something super simple. Soup. Do you think for 3 weeks you can handle an egg breakfast or a cheese breakfast or, just a vegetable breakfast? For 3 weeks, I think you can do it. And then for lunch, do you think you can handle doing soup no matter what for the most part? This part is really important because the soup, we're gonna add bone broth to that soup and a few seasonings and oils that is going to super catalyze this walk. It is going to flush crap out of your system quicker than you could say, I'm skinny. So I'd love you to do the soup. The soup needs to be organic. It needs to be broth, preferably bone broth. Add few chunks of meat if you want to, add a little bit of greens if you want to, but let's get the soup. Please come into the group. I am going to put the recipe in the group for the soup. And then snack as you wish. Have your cheese, have your little meat cuts, have your little ham pieces. Make sure it's all organic. And then when it comes to dinner, your dinner's gonna be super simple. Meat, whole meat with the fat as it's supposed to be intact. Chicken wings, chicken thighs with the fat on it, a whole chicken. A whole chicken is really reasonably priced too, by the way, because when you buy organic, prices start to go up and it gets a little bit scary. So I'm also gonna write a list on how to save money while buying organic and get what you need out of that healthy food. That'll be in the group too. So put them in if you wanna join the group. Okay, so you have your meat. You can make whatever meat you want with whatever green, yellow, or red vegetable that you want to. Squash, spinach, leafy greens is gonna be perfect. Spinach, kale, broccoli and cheese, some fruit, which you know is just berries, and cucumber, because everybody considers cucumber a veggie. It's really a fruit, but cucumber is fine to eat that with. If you like cilantro, you can use that. But you're gonna make the meat. You're never gonna fry it. You're gonna do anything but fry. You can air fry it. I just mean like don't put flour. You can actually fry it in oil that does not turn toxic with such a high heat. A lot of people don't realize that's why fried foods is unhealthy, because number one, they're using a really bad synthetic unhealthy oil to fry the food. But then on top of it, a lot of these oils that they fry with, they don't even have the heat point. Your oil's heat point is where the oil begins to become toxic for you. So as an example, a lot of people don't know this. I use olive oil all the time. It's very healthy. We're gonna have recipes with that, but don't ever cook with olive oil. Olive oil has a very low smoke point. I said heat point, but I meant smoke point. I've heard somebody say heat point as well, but it's really smoke point. And when it hits that point, the oil becomes toxic to your body. That's the exact same type of toxicity that's going to be held in your fat, and you start getting fat, right? So whatever oil you use, make sure it has a nice high smoke point if you're going to be frying in it, but I would just stay away from frying. They have the air fryers now. I personally love it. I don't have it right now because mine broke, but I do love it, and I'm gonna buy another one. You could just bake it, or pan cook it, or whatever have you. And here's another kicker: all organic herbs or sea salt and black pepper. Seasoning. Just season the food. Do not flavor the food if you can help it. I mean, you can use some lemon, yeah, of course, depending on what you're doing. You can season it, but a lot of seasonings also, they have the same toxins I'm talking about. And since it's such an extensive talk and what to buy and not buy in regards to toxins, that's why I want to keep it super simple, because I want you to see the results of this. When you see the results of it, you're going to take your health so seriously. A lot of people, they're not really motivated because they think it's impossible. They think it's not right. They think that when they've aged, they can't unage, and they're not motivated. So it's like, okay, I'll listen to you, but I'm not really going to do it. But when you keep it simple and see the results, now you're going to add all the other little extra elements to see the magic really come into play. So I would love you to keep it simple. Seasoning food is salt and pepper. Never use table salt. Just don't do it. Get yourself some sea salt and organic pepper. Throw the table salt out. Throw the granulated sugar out. We're not using sugar at all anymore anyway right now. So now, if you have tea and coffee in the morning, just don't use the sugar. Let's get used to a taste where you do not need the sugar anymore. Don't substitute it with anything. Get your body used to not even tasting it. And a lot of times sugar does have a withdrawal effect, like, a lot of drugs. It does put out the sensors, the chemical sensors in your brain that drugs do. So you may get a withdrawal effect, you might. And for that, we will discuss having fat snacks and these little cookies that they have. Because they're sweet, just buy a pack of fat snack cookies or something like that. Don't eat them like crazy. It's just for the craving. Anything processed has toxins in it. Anything. It might have a lot less than like Nestle Toll House or whatever, but it does have toxins in it. So this is not so you say, oh, I could just do keto cookies. This is not keto per se. This is a cell reset. This is getting rid of those cells that are even used to being fat and getting some nice fresh new ones in there. When you finish this walk, if you go through this and you keep this lifestyle for a while, by the time all your cells and your fat cells turn around, and your skin cells turn around, it's gonna be really, really hard to get them in a bad shape again. So we're going somewhere with this, so stick with me. Okay, so you have your breakfast, the eggs, you have your soup for lunch, you have your little meat snacks on the in-between, and for dinner you have your protein with the fat intact, and you have your vegetables to go with it. Okay, and for drinking, drink water. I know it sounds like a concentration camp. You're going to thank me. It's only 3 weeks. Stop. Don't you want to be 20 pounds thinner? 20 pounds thinner and starting all your age to reverse? It's only 3 weeks. Come on, we've done worse. We spent so many years like drudging through school. That was hard. Eating simple food. Simple, easy, and clean food for 3 weeks is not hard. We can do this. Let's do it together. If you want it to be made easy for you, put in, and then you can get all the step-by-steps inside the group. Recipes, lists, motivation. We could talk one-on-one. Everything could go in a way we were holding each other's hand. But if you're just following the video, super simple. I just gave it to you. Proteins, clean fats, all clean foods. Snack as you will throughout the day as long as it is protein and fat, like dairy and meat. And then at the end of the day, you are going to have a nice big piece of meat, or small if you want it, and a nice serving of green, yellow, or red veggies. And that is it. Drink water throughout the day, go to sleep, get up, and repeat. And don't forget to take your beverages with no sugar. Not sugar substitute. Do not put that sweetener anywhere near you. The sweetener is also a killer. Like this stuff, this Sweet and Low and Splenda and whatever that stuff is, that is not good for you. We're not gonna go there. Remember, we're not only gonna lose all this weight and look gorgeous, young, and beautiful. This is going to reset everything health-wise. So let's leave that stuff alone. Let's get a taste for something nice and unsweet. Let's kill that craving. You're going to see magic. Trust me, you're gonna love it at the end of the day. You're gonna thank me. You're gonna hate me in 2 days and say, oh, damn it, Nikki, I want junk food and I want a cookie, but then you're gonna look at the scale and say, oh man, I love her. She's like, she knows what she's talking about. I'm gonna walk through the walk. Okay, so that is it. This is my long short video. It's actually a lot longer than I thought, but I am so tired. Ask me any questions. I hope I covered it well. I needed to bring it to you. Even though I am a little tired, I hope I didn't miss anything. But thanks for putting up with me. I love you so much. It's super late, but I love you. Then I gotta get up early like the rest of you and go do the job that I love so much, and then hang out with you guys and make sure we get to enjoy the life we're building on the outside with our health and our vibrancy and our long life and our longevity and our beauty and everything else that goes along with reverse aging and being healthy as we can. Okay, love you. Mwah. Join the group by putting I'm here. Get me some photos of the food. Tell me if you're following along. I really want you to. I really want you to. This is amazing. I just want to prove it because it's super simple, super easy. It's a no fail, and you are going to thank me. This is the Fountain of Youth. I found the Fountain of Youth. Okay, ageless beauties. Love you. I'm going to bed, and I will see you tomorrow.